Hey, I'm Alex, and welcome to Wealth Unspoken. There are two kinds of people in this world: the ones who spend their life chasing comfort, and the ones who spend their life chasing control. And here's the thing nobody tells you: you can't have both. Every financial decision you make is either buying you more comfort right now or buying you more control later. And the choice you make, over and over again, is what determines whether you end up wealthy or whether you end up wondering what happened. This isn't about being rich or poor. This is about a mindset that most people never even realize they have. Let me show you what I mean. When I was in college, I had two friends. Same school, same major, same starting salary when they graduated. One bought a new car the first month on the job. Nice apartment, new clothes, nice dinners out. His life looked great on the outside. The other one kept driving his old beat-up Honda, split a cheap apartment with two roommates, cooked most of his meals at home. 5 years later, the first guy was stressed. Living paycheck to paycheck, couldn't leave his job even though he hated it, trapped by the lifestyle he'd built. The second guy had investments, savings, options. He quit his job that year and started a business, because he could. Same income, completely different outcomes. The difference wasn't intelligence, it wasn't luck, it was comfort versus control. Here's what most people don't realize. Comfort has a price tag, and it's a lot higher than it looks. It's not just the cost of the item or that thing, it's the cost of what you have to give up to get it. Every time you upgrade your lifestyle for comfort, like a new car, a bigger apartment, or nicer vacations, you're not just spending money, you're spending options. Because that money, it could have been freedom, it could have been leverage, it could have been the down payment on something that made you money instead of something that cost you money. Growing up, I remember my uncle always saying, "Comfort is just future stress you bought early." At the time, I thought he was being dramatic, but he was right. The comfortable life today is often the stressful life tomorrow, because comfort doesn't compound, control does. When I say wealthy people chase control, I don't mean control over other people. I mean control over their own life. Control over their time, control over their choices, control over what they do, when they do it, and who they do it with. That's what money is actually for. Not for things, not for status, not really for comfort, but for options. The wealthy person isn't driving the old car because they can't afford a new one. They're driving it because every dollar not spent on that car is a dollar buying them more of the only thing that actually matters: freedom. When you reframe money as options instead of stuff, everything changes. Saving isn't a sacrifice anymore, it's buying your future freedom. Investing isn't boring anymore, it's buying future control. Saying no to the expensive dinner isn't depriving yourself, it's protecting something more valuable than a good meal. Here's something that took me a while to understand. The system around you is built to sell you comfort. Every ad you see is selling you a feeling: safety, ease, pleasure, relief. And there's nothing wrong with those feelings. The problem is when you buy them on credit before you've built the foundation. I used to fall for this constantly. A new gadget that would make life easier, a subscription that would save me time, an upgrade that felt totally justified. And individually, each one made sense. Together, they were bleeding me dry. The comfort trap doesn't hit you all at once. It creeps in slowly, one reasonable purchase at a time. Until one day you look around and realize you're working harder than ever and have less financial freedom than when you started. That's the trap. And the only way out is to start chasing control instead of comfort. Now here's what's important. Wealthy people aren't against comfort. They're not living in misery on purpose. They just do it in the right order. They build control first, and comfort comes after. That means for years, sometimes a lot of years, they live below their means, below what they can afford. Not because they have to, but because they're building something. And when the control is built, when the investments are working, the business is running, and the passive income is real, that's when the comfort, the guilt-free spending, the sustainable living is earned. And that's the difference. Most people try to buy comfort first and hope control shows up eventually. But wealthy people build control first and let comfort be the reward, not the goal. The order matters more than the amount. All right, now for the practical side. Because knowing this is one thing, but actually changing the pattern is another thing. Here's how to start. First, audit your comfort spending. Not to shame yourself, just to see it clearly. Look at last month's bank statement and ask, did this buy me more comfort or more control? Just that question, that's it. Second, find one comfort you can delay. Not forever, just for now. One subscription, one upgrade, one habit. Redirect that money somewhere it compounds. Third, reframe what you're chasing. Every time you feel the pull toward a comfort purchase, ask yourself, what is this actually costing me in future freedom? It's not about deprivation, it's about sequence. Comfort isn't the enemy, premature comfort is. Build the control first and then enjoy the comfort from a position of strength, not from a position of hope. Comfort now or control later. Feeling good today or freedom tomorrow. That decision, made over and over again quietly without anyone watching, is the one that builds a fortune, or the one that spends it. Choose control. Build first, enjoy after. I'm Alex, and this was Wealth Unspoken. See you next time.